Hi, my name is Katie, and this is Katie's Corner in Space. There have been some amazing mothers on Star Trek, and some great examples of motherhood that those of us who are moms can strive to. From supporting their children's dreams, to advocating for their children, to deciding to be mothers without ever actually having given birth. And some of our most memorable moments for our Star Trek mothers have also been the most devastating. Here are 5 of the most tear-jerking mother moments on screen on Star Trek. Our first example is going to be Beverly Crusher on The Next Generation. Justice. In this episode, Wesley accidentally does damage to some plants. A minor infraction on most worlds, but here, every injustice is punishable by death. Because of her position, Beverly has to follow the rules set out on the planet. She was barely able to speak with him, and there was really nothing she could do to save him. Luckily, everything did work out, and Wesley did not have to be put to death. However, Beverly being put on the sidelines and having to simply wait and hope is a difficult position for any mother to be put in, and takes a strength of character to stick by your own morals, ethics, and the way you're trying to raise your own child, even while you see that his life is in danger. My next example is going to be the original series, The Devil in the Dark, a mother simply trying to fight for her children. Now, in this episode, we have a mother whose children have been threatened, they have been kidnapped, and they have been killed. She has no understanding as to why this is happening. All she can do is defend herself and her offspring. You would think that on a Star Trek show, this wouldn't be a problem. A little "please don't kill us," and any Starfleet or Federation members would obviously back off. But there's a problem. The Horta has no way to communicate with humans. And even after Kirk has tried with vocal communication, the decision is that this creature is simply attacking miners and killing them for no reason. Until Spock, he's able to perform a mind meld. And because of this, finds out that this is not only a mother who is defending her children, but who has been hurt. This gives the humans a chance to try and show who they really are. Calling down Dr. McCoy, the mother is healed, and an agreement is reached between the mother and the miners. The mother and her offspring, once they hatch, will assist the miners in digging tunnels, making it easier for them to get what they need without having to bring in more equipment, and creating a symbiotic relationship between the Horta and the miners now occupying Janus 4. My next example is The Next Generation, everybody's favorite mom, Lwaxana Troi, Dark Page. In this episode, we find out that Lwaxana Troi, mother to Deanna Troi, has had another child before her. Yeah, when Deanna was just a baby, her older sister, Kestra, died in the lake of Elnora. This was an accident. She fell in. There was nothing to be done because no one took note of her missing until it was too late. It was by no means anyone's fault, but like most mothers who have lost a child, Lwaxana suffered greatly. So much that she wiped any existence or memory of her first daughter from her past. This included her journals, photographs, anything that would be a reminder of this child. It's only once her mother falls into a coma that Deanna does some digging and finds out that her mother has a past that she's hidden from herself and everyone else. This revelation that Lwaxana had lost her first child and how much had ripped her raw on the inside, so much that she had to remove any proof of her existence, just lets you know how much heartache a loss can cause. And luckily, with the help of Deanna, Lwaxana is brought out of her coma and continues to be a devoted mother, if not a challenging one. Our next one is going to be on Voyager. And there are a couple of good examples of motherhood and difficulty, but for this one, we're gonna go with B'Elanna Torres in Lineage. Now in Lineage, B'Elanna finds out that she is pregnant, expecting her and Tom's child. After a checkup, the doctor takes note that there is a small problem with the spine that can be fixed. This, of course, gives B'Elanna the clue that the child is a girl. And after taking a look at what her child will look like, she's devastated. Her child doesn't take after Tom nearly as much as she was hoping. The Klingon side is more pronounced than she ever expected it would be, and it's that side that she feels will eventually push away Tom like it did her father from her mother. This fear is something that has lived within her entire life, and it rips at her so much that she reprograms the doctor, lies to her husband, and attempts to have an invasive surgery simply to remove any trace of Klingon from her unborn child. Now, once Tom finds out what exactly is going on, luckily, he's able to stop the procedure before it begins. But when B'Elanna admits what's going on and why, and her fears, and how much she just wants her child not to lose her father, and how much she doesn't want to lose her husband, you cannot help but feel for her. She's doing the only thing she thinks she can to save their future. With an open heart, Tom convinces her that he loves every part of who she is, and that he will love every part of their daughter as well. And my very last example officially on this list is going to be Deep Space Nine, Cassidy Yates, the finale. Now, at the end of season 7 of Deep Space Nine, Cassidy Yates discovers that she's expecting. And with a little surprise and shock there for a moment, both she and Ben are very excited to meet their new child. Unfortunately, as you know, by the end of Deep Space Nine, Ben is no longer going to be on the station. He's not going to be there for the birth of his child. And so with this in mind, one of the most heartbreaking moments to me in the Star Trek franchise is the final scene. Jake Sisko looking out the window at the wormhole opening and closing, can even say it without crying a little, knowing that Ben will never be there to see his child. Pardon me, I really am teary-eyed here. And so that's why Cassidy Yates, choosing to be a mother to Jake and awaiting to be a single mother to her child, makes it on my list of most heartbreaking moments in motherhood on Star Trek. These moments, decisions, and unexpected events are what make the mothers of Star Trek so resilient and such heroes in my eyes. So this year, on Mother's Day, take a moment not to just appreciate how much your mother helped you, but how much difficulty she had to go through to get you where you are. Rather, it's your mom or a mother figure that got you through some of those hard times. Take a moment, be thankful, and happy Mother's Day. Thanks for joining me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment if you wish. Check out this video as well, and I will see you next week. Bye.